It ain't even cold outside, now where I'm from.
I guess I really don't know what Christmas is all about.
Hey y'all babes, it's my Nicole here, and today I'm gonna be doing a story time. Today's story time is basically gonna be about the time where me and my cousin were almost stranded, and when an Uber driver was basically falling asleep on the road. So we're gonna get right into this story time, but before we do that, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on all my social media accounts, everything will be down below. And without further ado, we're gonna get into the story time. Before we start this story time, I want to have like characters and give them names, because I don't want anybody to get confused, because the first time I tried to film this video I was confused, even though I already went through it. So I'm gonna give people fake names and you're gonna have characters so you guys know who I'm referring to. So the first character is gonna be my cousin. Her name is Michaela, so Michaela, my cousin. The second character is gonna be her cousin. We're gonna name her Amber. Amber is Michaela's cousin. Then we have my cousin's friend. We're just gonna say my cousin's friend because she's not really too much involved in this story, so there's no need. And then we have Uber driver number 1, Uber driver number 2. Uber driver number 1 really doesn't matter too much, but when I'm telling the backstory, I want you guys to know. Uber driver number 2 is where everything was crazy. I think that's it. I might mention my mom, but I'll just say mom. So I'm gonna summarize the backstory really quick because I just want to get this video out for you guys, and I dragged it the first time I tried to film it. Alright, so the backstory. I was in Connecticut for Thanksgiving break. Connecticut is my hometown. I go there quite often. This whole event happened on a Friday night and I was leaving Saturday morning, like about 5 o'clock in the AM. I had got my hair done by Michaela's friend, and somehow I messed up the wig. Don't ask me how. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, that was my first wig and I just didn't know. Somehow I messed it up, and we just made arrangements for me to get it fixed before I leave to go back to North Carolina. So it's 10 p.m. on Friday and my cousin Michaela was at work. She didn't get off. I think it was a little bit earlier than 10, but the time she got me, it was about 10, 11, 12. I cannot remember, but it was pretty late because I had to leave the next morning, like in a few hours. I ended up telling my parents that I have to leave soon because my cousin couldn't control the fact that she had to get off a little bit later and I need to get my hair done. My dad was upset and my mom was just like, okay, you know, because she knows I have to get my hair done. So my cousin texts me like she's here, and I tell my parents I have to go, and I left. So I get into Uber driver number 1. Michaela's already in there and we're just heading to her friend's house. This part isn't important, but I still want to let you guys know so you don't get confused about which Uber driver was falling asleep. Uber driver number 1, it was kind of sketchy because I didn't know what was going on. He ended up going in this little cut, which was like a back road or easy way to get to her friend's house. And I didn't know, so I was about to have a whole anxiety attack. Whatever, that's besides the point, has nothing to do with this story. So now this is where the story basically begins. After Michaela's friend finished my hair, we called Amber. Amber usually picks me and Michaela up because sometimes Michaela can't use her parents' car at the moment because at the work or whatever the case might be. So she's just normally calling her and letting her know we're ready. Amber's texting back, you know, telling her like, okay, she's on the way. Boom. I want to say an hour goes by. I'm probably pushing it, but whatever. Michaela texts Amber and says like, where are you? Why aren't you here? It doesn't take an hour to get here. At this point we're getting irritated because it's like it's getting later and later and later. Where are you? Please let me know. Please. Because I think it was about midnight at this point. About to be 1. I need to get home. I have to leave in a few hours to go to North Carolina. I don't know what time it was at this point, but time is going by. After a while, Amber stops texting back. And we're just like, what are you doing? Like, we need to get home and you're not texting back. You're already taking forever. You're not here. And about 2 hours already passed. And now you don't want to text back. My cousin Michaela is blowing up her phone. Time goes by and eventually Amber says, I'm outside. So we head upstairs and we open the door. We're looking for a vehicle, a car, truck, something. We're looking for something and there's nothing out there. And I'm just confused and just all those emotions, tired, confused, running through my head right now. So I look at Michaela and I'm like, what if she's in Whoville? Whoville is where I'm staying at, the town that I'm staying at in Connecticut. I don't want to disclose that. If you know me, you know. If you don't need to know. So I'm like, what if she's in Whoville? Because she's not here. Where could she be? She says she's outside. Where could she be? So Michaela calls Amber and asks Amber, where are you? Because you're not outside. Amber says, I'm in Whoville.
Bruh.
Michaela starts going off. Why are you in Whoville? Why? Please let me know why you're in Whoville. Michaela had already informed her like hours before all of this went down. And I think she informed her again, if I'm not mistaken. Why are you in Whoville? So after Michaela finished like rashing her shit, rashing is like going off, whatever. You know, I got the CT. Let go. Okay, anyways. After she finished doing all of that, Amber says, I'm gonna just call y'all Uber. I have to get home. What? No, sis, you need to come get us. You're already out, number one. You were late, number two. It's like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Probably like 2 o'clock. And you're just gonna leave us stranded here? Talking about you're gonna get us an Uber. Are you really? You couldn't even come get us, but you're gonna call us an Uber. Okay. Michaela's texting her, making sure she's getting the Uber. No response again for a good 30 minutes, maybe longer. Still looking outside, making sure we don't miss the Uber. Since she doesn't want to text back, we want to make sure that we at least see the Uber with our own eyes, type of thing. So Michaela's calling her, blowing up her phone. She's not answering, so I ended up having to text her on my phone. Still no response until I think the 30 minutes were up. And she says like what the car is and the color, all of that information. We get in the Uber. Mind you, it's about 3, 4, no, I'm pushing. I think it was about to be 3 o'clock, if not already. This whole time I'm texting my mom, letting her know what's going on because she was up kind of waiting for me to get back. And she was already irritated because Amber wasn't picking us up. Like, who does that? So my mom's pretty irritated, but she's making sure that me and my cousin are okay. We get into Uber number 2. Texting my mom, letting her know what's going on. She tells me to watch him. It was a male. He was, I don't want to say Indian because he could be anything, but he kind of looked like he was Indian or something. Not that it matters unless Uber is trying to track it down and get him off of there, because my life and my cousin's life were in risk. My mom's telling me to watch him the whole time, and that's exactly what I'm doing. We're driving, well, he's driving, and we're chilling, just trying to calm down because we're already irritated about the whole situation, and it's late. As I'm watching him, I kind of see him doing like this. Yo, I am not making this up, bruh. Like, sometimes I think I'm being dramatic or I'm overthinking, but no. I'm gonna keep overthinking. I'm gonna keep being dramatic because I swear, this man was like kind of doing like this with his head. First thing that came to my mind, he about to fall asleep. He's sleeping. I look at my cousin, and she's just like what? Whatever. And I didn't say. I was like, never mind. I'm watching him. He kind of stops, and he starts doing it again. I'm texting Michaela, even though she's right next to me. I don't know. I didn't want to say nothing out loud. So I'm texting her, and I'm like, I think he's falling asleep. And she automatically thinks I'm being dramatic. She's like, stop your shit, whatever. I forgot what she said. But she's like, you're being dramatic. And I'm like, bruh, I swear. So then she taps him. She's like, just making sure you're okay. Making sure you're not falling asleep. He's like, oh yeah, I'm good. So I'm like, okay. Still watching him. And I kid you not, a little time goes by, he's still like doing like this. So I text my cousin again. I'm like, maybe we should talk. Because I'm not trying to die like this. I'm not trying to die. Like, obviously nobody wants to die, but I ain't trying to die like this. And don't freaking Uber. Because Amber didn't want to come pick us up. No. So we're talking about random things. Nothing in particular. And I'm still watching him. He's still like bobbing his head. So my cousin taps him again. She's like, you good up there? And I was like, are you asleep? Like, this is when I start talking, like, are you falling asleep? Are you good? Whatever. And he's like, yes, I'm okay. He turns like the headlight on, whatever. And he's like, yeah, I'm okay. Whatever. Same thing he said the first time. Talking about, no, he ain't falling asleep. Like, yes, you are. I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna start praying. I'm literally having a mini anxiety attack. My chest starts closing up. Trying to breathe through it, because if I don't breathe through it, I'm gonna pass out. I never passed out because I always breathe through it. I would never want to put myself in a position where I pass out. So I'm breathing through my closed chest and just praying, like, I'm almost there. We're probably about 5 minutes away. I'm almost there. Please, Lord. Like, praying the whole time. He's still like bobbing his head. Like on the highway, the car is kind of going like this. I'm like, bro, Lord, please be with us, because I just can't do it. I can't. So once we reached my destination, which was Whoville, I get out the car. I tell my cousin, text me the whole time, let me know what's going on. I go, my mom's waiting for me, get in the house, and I'm telling her what happened. And she's like telling me to make sure Michaela's okay, whatever. And I'm like, I'm already on board with that, because that man is really about to fall asleep. So y'all are probably wondering why my cousin was still in the Uber. She had to go back home because I was leaving the next day, and yeah, she had to go back home. So I'm texting her and everything's kind of okay. And then she says, like, this is really falling asleep. Like, I don't know why she didn't believe me, but I swear he was, and she saw it for herself. So she tapped on him, like waking him up. And more of the story, we ended up home safe, but we could have died, okay, because of her cousin. We could have died because of Amber. Amber could have came and picked us up. Would have been home probably about 1 or 2. It was a mess. It was a night. All I know, I'm probably not gonna ride in an Uber at all. If I ride in an Uber, it won't be during those times, okay? So that is it for this story time. If you liked it, give this video a big thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on all my social media accounts. Everything be down below. Girl is out.